another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we have the cute boy here himself, Robbie Boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
Beautiful people, what is going on?
What's going on? We are here. We are Loud About Nothing. If you enjoy this podcast, please tell a friend about it. It truly, it would be awesome. We're trying to grow this podcast and make it as big and fun and awesome as possible. So the bigger it gets, the better it gets, in my opinion. Wouldn't you agree, Rob?
Absolutely. Yeah, comment on the stuff. Comment on the YouTube. Comment on the Instagrams. Like, engaging helps with us. It helps us know what the fans like, what the people that listen like to see. It starts the conversations. It inspires us to be like, all right, we'll do more of this. Like, yeah. It's nice to see where the fans are at or where people are at. I think we're curious about the state of the world, and we come here talking about topics, and it's nice to see people engaging in the stuff, see what people like. Yeah, so please like, share it with a friend, put it on your stories if you like it. You could share specific segments now on Spotify to Instagram. So if you like a segment, maybe throw just a segment on the story. And yeah, engage with the YouTube, engage with the Instagram, engage with the TikTok.
Beautiful. Thank you. It means so much to us that you're here listening. And thank you all for people that are part of the Patreon. If you want to check that out, we just finished our A Court of Thorn and Roses. I can't
say it either. Akatar that's what I've been saying, because I'll be like A Court of Roses and Thorns. I like fuck it up all the time, but Akatar, easy to say.
But we just finished that, so if you want to go check out that's on the Patreon. And Robbie, I have a very fun surprise for you today.
What?
We're going to be doing our first spell.
We're doing a witch's spell.
We're going to do a witch's spell.
That's nice.
I set some intentions and some witchery and sluttery, as you know, that we like to do on the podcast.
We love sluttery and witchery.
All right?
Sluttery and witchcraft.
It's sluttery and witchcraft.
Yeah,
please.
today's the last day of September, so that's...
Normally, people
witchcraft is in full flux at the end and beginning of months, right?
The beginning of months.
Okay,
there's
beginning
a lot
is
of
more
ceremonies, but what I found, because I looked online, I watched some TikToks, of course.
Okay.
But I got distracted by the witches as I was watching the TikTok. So I go, I need to go to print. I can't handle watching the watching it. Okay. So of course, on this podcast, you know, when the boys need to figure out something, where do we go?
Where do we go?
WikiHow. So your boy went to beginner witchcraft spells on WikiHow. Because
WikiHow to witch.
WikiHow to witch. And I went to WikiHow, and shout out, not a sponsor of the podcast, just a sponsor of my life. It got me to where I am. It got me to being a failure. WikiHow.
Yeah.
I also read a WikiHow on how to be a good kisser, just for fun.
For positive reinforcement.
And then I took a quiz on if I'm a good kisser or not.
Yeah.
Nothing sadder than a Monday morning quiz on if you're a good kisser.
Okay.
After it's been a minute.
Get back to that. But I want to say this. We've done the Patreon now for a year. So there's a lot of Patreon episodes out there. I think we just did the 43rd episode. We have 4 Portugal episodes. We have multiple video vlogs. I think there's 3. So there's quite a large library of content on the Patreon at this point. If you pay $10, you get access to all of that for a month. And then if you want to come in and out, you could just join the Patreon and then buy the Patreon when you have the money. If you want to support the podcast, it's the most direct way that you can. And it's never been bigger, which is nice. The Patreon is at its height right now, a year later.
And you know what?
Which is great. It's growing.
We're going to look back and we're going to say, wow, the places we've gone.
Yeah.
A year from now.
Yeah, of course. We want to keep growing.
Especially with this witchcraft spell.
100%. We need some fucking witchcraft.
So
I don't know. My life has been very much in alignment. Do you think I should fuck it up, or you think this would only enhance it?
Well, I'm scared.
Okay.
I'm scared because I go on WikiHow, the mouse starts moving.
Okay.
Without me touching it.
Okay.
I'm worried the power's within me.
Okay.
I'm worried
You're moving the mouse with your mind.
I'm Matilda.
Yes.
I loved Roald Dahl. I was a huge Roald Dahl fan.
Me too. I have about 20 of his books in my parents' house.
I had the collection, which was the big one that had every single Roald Dahl book ever.
Yeah.
So I would read that in my bed. He knew how to take Roald Dahl knew how to take childhood trauma and make it a little whimsical.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
He's
what? James and the Giant Peach, Willy Wonka, BFG.
Witches.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Matilda.
Yeah, he was a goat. He was the best.
He was one of the best, right?
Yeah.
And incredible for this time. If you want to go read one of those, they're all kind of spooky.
Yes.
They all have that spooky vibe. So, I think revisiting, I think often people revisit childhood movies, but it's just as fun to revisit a childhood book.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Because I reread some of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Do you remember that book?
No.
So I reread some of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was supposed to be like a scary book. And I remember as a child, I would read it to see and like scare myself.
Yeah.
And then I reread it, and I remembered that I was a coward as a child. As I read the books.
Well, you could let your imagination run wild.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I almost knew what was coming in the book, so I would read it and get scared it was about to happen.
Yeah.
And then I would start thinking. So it's fun to revisit stuff like that.
That would be fun. I really loved like Sideways Stories from Wayside School. That would be fun to revisit.
It would be fun to see what you found funny too.
Yes.
Not only just what you found scary and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So
Holes, obviously. I was a big fan of.
Obviously.
I think those are both Louis Sachar, right?
Which one? I don't know.
Both Holes and Sideways Stories.
I'm not sure.
When
did this become a book podcast?
I don't know. We're not book people. We had to go back to we were 12 years old to get into books.
I know. Oh my god.
Yeah. Henry Winkler wrote a series of books that I really liked.
I can't read Henry Winkler's.
I read Henry Winkler's books.
Sometimes that is the thing.
What the guy's name was, but I loved it.
Celebrities just think they can write children's books.
They do. They get
celebrity. Like I see Joe Gatto's got a child's book.
You get to a certain point.
It's called like Where's Larry? And I'm like, I don't need the Impractical Jokers writing a children's book.
You don't think you could write a good children's book?
I think a lot of people could. I think what happens is someone's famous and they go, listen to me, we need you to write a book. And they go, okay, I'll write a book. And they start writing a book and it's hard. And they go back to their agent and they go, what if it was a children's book? They go, this whole writing a book thing is, how do you say, a little hard. What if it's for children? Which actually, in my opinion, takes away how good some children's books are.
Very good, yes.
When Joe Gatto writes a children's book, people that write children's books should be offended.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They should be offended. These are people that study child psychology, and we're like, we understand that these colors and these words will help the child to learn about the world better. Yeah. And then Joe Gatto goes, "Where's Larry?"
Yeah, he's not by the garbage pail.
That's all it is. It's literally gonna be. It's garbage. So when I hear Henry Winkler wrote a book, I go, no.
I thought it was
Stay in your lane, Henry Winkler.
I know. But he did not.
No. So I'm so against because it's the biggest cop out ever. I don't like when as we know, celebrities stay in your lane.
Yes.
Also, what's his name? I also shout out Hoda for retiring.
Okay, shout out.
I'm a fan of retiring.
We need to start shouting people out for retiring. I like this.
I can't believe that we're at a place in the world where I have to go, good for you because you want to stop working and not work your entire life.
Yes.
Good for you because what's his name who does Gandalf?
Oh, yeah, he said no one will ever play Gandalf while he's still living.
Kill yourself. You know how what are you scared someone's going to do it better than you?
Yeah, I guess that. Also, he's become Gandalf. Is that where his psyche has gone? He's like, I am Gandalf.
If my father said that, I would go, you have a mental illness, Dad.
Yes, 100%.
When can we go on the lazy river of life? Why do you have to be Gandalf for that?
It's so funny. I wish like John Travolta would be like, there's no Danny Zuko besides me. He's just like old as hell. Teenage boy Danny Zuko.
I want Vin Diesel to be like, I'm the only one that plays Triple X.
Yeah, you got to let go of these parts at some point. And some of the people are not doing it. Michael Keaton's still Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton's still Batman. I think
it's upsetting.
They're coming back. I mean, Tobey Maguire came back as Spider-Man.
But that was a little different.
Yeah.
But let's give Toby. We could shit on for other reasons.
Okay, sure.
Toby, we could shit on.
Sure.
I hear one of the meanest guys in Hollywood.
Really?
Part of the Pussy Posse.
Okay.
We can't. Toby, you know what? I want to shit on Toby, but let's do it for the right reason.
Okay, I agree with that.
But for me, it's retire. I can't believe that
Yeah,
I
I
have to
agree.
shout out Hoda for retiring.
Yeah. Especially, you have a lot of money. Have a passion. And this is your passion, but then you start to reveal who you are. It's like, all right,
Because you have nothing.
Yeah, if you're writing children's or like writing scam self-help books, or you're getting into these, like you're doing commercials for credit card companies, and it's like, all right, you are massively famous, you have a lot of money. Is this your passion? Like, is this what you're in it for? Just like ounces of relevancy?
I'm so happy Pat Sajak left Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, of course.
Because if that was his passion, was telling people to spin a wheel.
Yeah, well, even if
it would be sad.
Yeah. That makes more sense to me than if you were doing other shit after it, like holding on to relevancy.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a golden age where we just sit around.
Yeah.
You have money to travel.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself. Why can't Gandalf enjoy himself?
Yeah, I don't know. I would hope. I don't know.
He can't.
Yeah, I guess not. They need to be acting. I mean, maybe acting is
acting?
nice. Would you always want to be
question.
funny?
So that's Sir Ian McKellen, right?
Yeah.
Is that, or is
I don't
that?
know. Maybe not. Who's
You should
Gandalf?
check.
Well, yeah, we're really shitting on somebody. We don't even know their name. Gandalf actor. Sir Ian McKellen, correct.
Great. So that's Sir Ian McKellen that's doing that.
Yes.
Now, my question, so he won't give up being Gandalf. He can't let go of it. It's taken over his mind.
Yes.
Is acting The Ring?
I don't know.
Is acting The
I've never
Ring?
seen it. I've never
and
seen
is he
it.
becoming Gollum?
Okay.
My
interesting.
precious part. Is he alone in his apartment and his agent calls, go, look, they're going to remake they're doing a couple of spin-offs from this. They might recast the part of Gandalf. No,
Yeah.
my precious, I'm Gandalf. Is he Gollum in real life for Gandalf?
I don't know. I've never seen the Lord of the Rings movies, but
I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
I think that
it's the power.
The
I mean, that's
power.
I guess the metaphor that
addicted.
she's trying to make.
And you know
That
what's
it's
crazy?
not good, right? The ring is bad, ultimately.
Oh, very bad,
Okay.
right? Because it gives you power so that you can't let go. You don't want to let it go. So Gollum was a hobbit that got the ring and wore it and became so obsessed with it that he turned into this monster.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And here we are on the podcast where not only are we talking books, we're
Is
talking
this a spoiler?
Lord of the Wings. I mean, I can't give a fuck about Lord of the Wings. Here's the thing: I'm not so fat. I just said Lord of the Wings. Okay, I need to clarify.
My sister had a party, Lord of the Wings,
yes,
recently.
Yes. I can't just have people being like, damn, Sebastian can't even speak without mistaking it for food words.
Yeah.
But we can't. So he became so obsessed with the ring, and that's what Sir Ian McKellen is doing with the freaking
You think
movies.
it's an allegory for fame?
I think it's becoming that.
Yeah.
I
Power, fame, whatever.
I think that he needs to let go. We need to throw it in Mount Doom,
Yeah,
which
at
is
some
a volcano that destroys the ring.
Yeah.
AKA, let's have it go straight to fucking DVD.
Yeah. Sure.
But I don't like collabs.
You don't like that.
No, come on here. Stick to your lane.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, right?
I want to go back. What did you find in Wiki How to Kiss? You're one of the best proclaimed kissers in Brooklyn. What did you do?
I'll be honest.
Do you go for confirmation bias?
Yeah.
You go.
I need
You
to-
go to make sure my moves are more advanced than what the general public has access to.
I just need to feel good. I was kind of down and out this
You
morning.
go. Wiki How to Kiss.
I felt bad this morning, and I haven't.
You
been
wanted to
kissing
get
a
yourself
lot.
in the mind of somebody who doesn't know how to kiss. It blows my mind sometimes when, like, the disconnect between two people that are like romantically speaking to each other a little bit, because like I don't understand. It's hard for me to even conceptualize bad kissing because it's like two people. It's like a bad high five or a bad handshake. It's like, we got to figure this out. It's like, we need two people to make this work. And it's like, all right, if we're missing the hand, then we have to figure out, or it's like, you're hitting my hand too hard. It's like, all right, this is a team
Can I tell you something?
collaboration.
Though, man? It's really easy when you're a little kid to fix the high five. You hit a certain age where you can't high five good with people, and you just go, maybe maybe I just stay at home.
I guess.
To be
Yeah.
29 and being like, I don't really know how to high five.
Yeah. Yes.
That's-
High-fiving is the simple version
But
of
even
that.
like, I taught my nephew how to snap, how to
You
do.
did, to do the whole thing.
He knows it.
He's locked in.
He's locked because I'm never gonna have him do that.
Yes.
So
I think also maybe like there's an ego around kissing, whereas like,
yes.
would you give someone the feedback if they were a bad kisser? Would you tell
I
them?
have.
You have.
Yeah.
You've given them corrections.
I haven't said that they're feedback. I haven't said they're a bad kisser.
You were just like, maybe we do. So how would you give feedback? How would you be like, oh, let's like, because if you like somebody a lot and you like their personality, they just don't listen to your body when you're kissing or when you're hooking up. It's hard for a lot of people, I think, to give the feedback and like work towards that. They'll just be like, on to the next. And then this person is just going through life. It's confused. I'm like, do they just find another bad kisser and they just both attack each other's fate? Like what happens there?
They find someone that enjoys bad kissing.
They do.
I mean,
And then does that become good kissing? Because to me, it's
yes,
all about
it's subjective.
It's all about the chemistry.
Yeah.
So there's just two people that just like attack each other's face like chickens, and then that's just what they do.
I hate cream cheese.
Yes.
There's someone that loves it.
Yes.
I hate kissing like XYZ. There's someone that loves it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's more, you're adaptable. So you're a good kisser for a wider range of people because you can be adapting.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
to me, it's
and
like
some
you start
people are
slow,
stuck in
you
their
build
ways.
up to, you start slow, you build up, you develop some chemistry, and then you introduce more tongue. You want to bite, you want to do little bitey things and bite lips or whatever, go explore. You don't just do that off the jump. You don't just got, like some people, open mouth, teeth out, first kiss.
I mean, I don't know who you kissing, man.
No, I've seen it in the street. Have you not seen?
I haven't looked and been like,
You've
wow, that
not
kisses all teeth.
I've seen it. I've seen.
This conversation is
like a dance
absolutely
floor.
wild.
I don't think it's that wild.
Robbie's peeping kisses.
I mean, I used to be out in the streets and people could make out on the street.
Drunk kisses
dance floor
are bad
make out.
sometimes.
Yeah, drunk kisses for sure.
I would say drunk kisses look us because someone really goes for it.
It's just hard for me to conceptualize bad kissing. And I think
You've never experienced it?
for sure, but like
So then you can conceptualize it.
like I guess moving forward, like you can like communication is the way forward.
People don't usually get the second kiss if it's bad, Rob.
That's the thing.
That's the thing, yeah.
And so
No one's
what
like-
is it
Bro,
common
I'm
courtesy?
35 years old.
Yeah.
Am I going to be like, hey, let's figure out this kissing thing?
Yeah, no.
Nah.
Interesting.
Nah.
But I think it would help people to get that feedback and then like do the work on themselves, because it doesn't seem like people want to work on themselves. They just want like cheat codes. That's what the world has gotten to, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like shortcuts. Like, I want to say this. The first job I ever got in my life was I was a lifeguard, camp counselor, the summer, my senior year. And I wanted a smartphone. I was going to college. I wanted a smartphone. I was on my parents' plan, whatever. They were like, you want to buy your own phone? You got to get a job. I went to go get a job because I wanted an iPhone 4. I got the iPhone 4, and I have had an iPhone since 2011. Every single year since 2011, I've had an iPhone. I've not left. I am brand loyal to this. This is, I think, the 14 or out of 16. And I feel like they're losing me.
Why are they losing you, Rob?
I feel like they're losing me because they're not the things that they are focusing on, which like this new wave of iPhones, the big thing that they're trying to sell me is the integration of AI.
Yes.
They can make emojis. You can make AI can like create. They can change my photos.
It sucks.
They
yes.
can
AI.
They can create fake photos. They can punch up the things that I'm saying in a text message. Make funnier. Make more dramatic. Make whatever. They're like, I don't need my phone to be my personality. I want the phone
to change and improve your personality.
I think for sure, for me, change and improve. I think for some people it will become their personality. I wanted to get more battery life. I wanted to get an increased camera. I wanted to make things easy. Like, I don't need it to become me. Like, I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want to like be like the way I talk, the way I communicate. Like, I don't want it to be the phone.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. And I think a lot of people, it's just going to be like, all right, a lot of people meet online. A lot of people do this dating, whatever. And it's just going to be two people communicating with AI. It's just like nobody is speaking to each other. Like, this is not people who are like, all right, we're going to work on this. I'm not going to listen and try to kiss better. I'm just going to offshore this to an artificial intelligence.
I mean, yeah, I think that a lot of people will say make funnier, make more romantic, and I think that it will take away a lot of who people are specifically, and then it is just two robots communicating until both of us or one of us gets to come.
And then they meet up in person and they don't know how to, like, you know what I mean? Like, listening and paying attention to someone and working on yourself is a crucial part of human existence.
Well, the good thing is that it could only exist via text for now.
Yes.
Right? The scary part is when it's going to start existing via mouth.
I don't even know. Like, to me, like, you want this reassurance that, or you want to feel good about yourself. You take a quiz. You're like, I'm a good kisser. At least I have that going for me. Do you also feel like, all right, at least I'll look on the AI.
I took it because I was seeing if there was anything funny.
Okay, all right,
as an ego boost. Okay, I just want to. I don't want people at home to. I was like, oh, maybe there's something funny in this, right?
Okay.
I'm not at home being like, oh, the world. Let me look at the kissing quiz.
I mean, it's nice to feel confident about the things you're good at.
Go ahead.
When you feel whatever. But I think with me, like, I always felt my personality is a strength. My ability to meet somebody and try to relate to them. My ability to, like, try to figure out what somebody finds funny. And the next time I see them, maybe I can hit them, make them laugh a little bit. Like, cheer up their day, whatever. This is something that I find pride in for myself that I have my whole life. So to think that people are just like, you can't just cut the line on everything. You can't just have, like, a life hack or a shortcut to everything. Some things you need to develop and work on, and it feels like that's what these people want, or that's what these, I don't know. Like, this is what they're viewing the, like, AI for. I'm like, it's so misguided and insane to me.
People started doing Photoshop. People started looking hotter in Photoshop, and they go, I wish that's how I looked. And then they started really doing Facetune and changing the way they look. And then they realized, oh, when you talk to those people, you realize they suck. And so those people have money, and they go, what if I made myself not suck when I talk?
Well,
and so now those people did that.
Yeah. Well, that's also a point that I wanted to make is if we are going to be able to enhance our personalities, we're going to type up a message, go make funnier, and then there's a whole new message that is a punched up personality. People are now allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to their photos without any criticism.
Yeah.
You can make yourself look however the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You're 5'5". You want to make yourself 6'2" in a photo? I'm cool with that now. Go for it.
Just stretch the body.
Go out. Do whatever you want. Create a version of you that is not real in photos, if that's what people are going to do. I mean, I imagine
you're saying if we're gonna play, let's actually really play.
If that's what we're doing, if we're creating fake versions, to me, it's more fake to offshore how you communicate to AI than how you appear.
And
who you are is not
Robbie's
what
priorities.
Who you are is not what you look like. Who you are is who you are, like what you say, how you communicate, what the words are, like that.
Yeah.
To me, is who that person is, the essence of a human. So if you're gonna be able to do that, I'm cool with it. Fucking Facetune the shit out of yourself. Make yourself look however you want. Become as fake as possible physically.
Turn yourself blue.
Turn yourself blue. Turn yourself however you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
If people are going to be out here, make funnier, changing the way that they write up a whole thing, make it more romantic. Can you write my wife? This is what people are doing. Write my wife. These are some events in our life. Write her a beautiful love note to AI for like.
Let's talk about this. If you find out that your partner used AI to write you a love note, you're allowed to have a horrible anniversary.
Yeah.
You are allowed to be furious at them.
Yeah.
That they said, I'm not going to have feelings about you. I'm going to have information about you and let the computer have feelings.
Yeah.
It should be the opposite way around. The computer should have information like, oh, this is their birthday. This is and you or whatever. This was your first date. This is where it was.
Yes. You don't have to memorize everything. I'm good at memorizing, but you could.
The computer
organize
could be for notes.
They can organize your memorization. Yeah.
It should be the exact opposite way around. That
Yes.
it should be used for. We're letting the computers be used for art and feelings rather than facts and information.
Yes.
I'd rather the computers have all the facts and information. And I can tell you how I feel.
Yes, 100%.
So I think if your partner wrote you an AI love letter, champagne can be thrown.
Yeah, 100%. I would be so mad.
A plates could be flipped in the air.
Yeah.
I don't mind if the Brussels sprouts get all over the carpet.
Yeah, I mean, I would be like, I'm going to fuck my vibrator and watch porn because this is who you want. You want me to fuck computers,
and here
I'll
we
go fuck computers.
Now we go. Robbie's fucking vibrators.
No, I mean, if I'm a woman, I'm thinking,
or if you're anyone.
All right, I'll go fuck my pocket, whatever. I don't have one. But like, that is what...
Oh my God!
Flashlights. All right, I didn't mean to say that's a vulgar situation, but that is what you're telling me. You're telling me I'm in a relationship with what? If you're doing that too, you have to be coming with the best sex imaginable. If the romantic and the feelings are being offshore to this fucking AI,
yeah, I don't know, man. It's people are losing.
They're losing sight of a lot of things.
I don't know how many people are using it, though. I will say that.
You don't think a lot of people are?
I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone using it. Have you?
I a little bit.
You know individuals.
I see people online, I guess, more that will say that in their relationship they've used AI.
You have?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
I just think it's good to talk about before it happens.
Yeah. So you think the make funnier won't be really happening?
I don't think funny. I think funny is all about in person over text.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do for that?
Yeah. I mean, people like a good texter. A lot of people communicate mostly via text when they're in the early stages of like a dating situation. Not you. You like a phone call. You're not that. But
yeah, I'm not worried about
that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people do dating apps. I've seen a lot of like people use AI for their dating apps. Like all their dating apps responses are AI. Like I've seen that. It's very popular.
You'll just show up and they'll realize you're not funny.
Yeah.
For me, I show up and they go, oh, he's better. I always would rather get he's better.
In person. Yeah.
Think that,
yeah.
You open it up and you go, what? It's not just a video game. It's a video game system too.
Yeah. That's nice.
Right? That's great. I always think, like, my friend taught me this when I first started dating and stuff like this. It's always better to surprise someone than disappoint.
Yeah.
It's always better if you might be able to get tickets to a show to be like, hey, I got the tickets once you get them, rather than be like, hey, I might be able to get you the tickets, and then disappoint if you can't.
Well, I agree. I think there's just like a disconnect with these people that are like, I just got to get on the date and then I'll be good. And it's like, no, you're doing all this shit to lie and whatever to get on the date. You're not probably going to be good.
Well, there we go. And then
people will be like, this is like guys who are 5'7". They're like, I have to put on 6 foot because they won't even go on the date with me because they filter out guys that are taller than 6 foot. Guess what? They're not going to be happy when they show up and you're 5'7". That just is what it is.
Yeah.
You're pretending like you're this funny, witty person, which also, how fucking funny and witty are you if you're using AI as your main source of comedy? Probably not that great.
No.
I don't know how much better the AI will get, but I'm like, is it studying me? I have success in the fucking realm of women. Are they taking notes on my fucking AI? I don't want Apple using my moves.
So you want to understand? Let me just get this clear. So where we're landing at the end of this conversation is what? I'm
afraid that they're gonna steal from me.
That you don't want to use Apple phones anymore because you're scared.
Let me
just summarize this. Yeah. Let me just summarize this because this was a long journey to finally the truth.
The truth is yes.
The truth is, let me just say this.
What?
The truth is, Robbie doesn't want to use Apple phones anymore because he's scared the AI will take his good moves and use it, learn from it, and have other dudes use his funny, flirty moves.
I don't like using the word moves, just the way I move in the world. I don't want them to be studying the way I move in the world and just giving it out for free to loser men.
you're too good that you're scared that AI. You think the phone is actively listening to you right now. And
Well,
taking
I
notes.
think I come from a good place. I think I have a good heart. I think I come from a good place, and I don't know if all these people with great power comes great responsibility. We can't just be
Interesting.
giving this out.
I'll counterbalance you and do bad moves.
Bad moves.
So then the AI.
I'm
will
not
be
doing
thrown.
moves. I sound like an insane person.
I mean, that's what you said
I
at first.
sound like an insane
I
person.
only use the word.
But do you know what I'm trying? You know a little bit of what I'm saying, or no?
You're. I know a little bit of what you're saying. What do you mean?
Okay.
Do I know a little bit of what you're saying? Like they're taking how you talk to people.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's frustrating. Cause like I'll see it and be like, all right, make funnier, and I'm like, I wouldn't do that, but like, it's definitely better than the first message,
Okay.
and it makes me mad. I'm like, these people need to understand the heart and the essence of what it is. They need to understand what makes something funnier. You said you looked at it a little bit and you immediately were like, oh, they're more specific, more detail oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
fun.
know.
It's funny to use different words.
Yeah. I think, like, I remember the first time I read whatever, How to Make Friends and Influence People, and I was like, a lot of things that I
You
already
read that
did.
multiple times?
No, I mean, the first time I never read it, actually. I've only seen, I've never read it.
Oh my God.
I've never read it. I'm saying the
Do you
first
understand
time,
why I would think that you read it multiple times, though?
No.
You said, well, the first time
Yeah,
I
yeah,
read
yeah,
it.
yeah. The first time I encountered, I've never read it. I just know there's 7 things that they tell you to do.
Oh, what could we believe, people? Because it sounds like
I've never
Robbie
read the
read this book multiple times.
The first time I encountered How to Friends, and I was like, because it's like a big thing in fucking business school. They tell you to, it's like a big,
What's a big thing?
this book by Dale Carnegie.
Okay. No, I
And
know.
I think
I've
there's
heard
like
of it.
7
and
principles.
I don't know business at all.
And to me, it was like weird because, let me see if I could find. So this is fucking AI giving me the summary. But the first time I encountered How to Win Friends.
AI is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Continue.
The first time that I encountered How to Win Friends and Influence People, I felt like it was a lot of things that I did in my life and that principles I kind of lived by. But if you're coming at this of like, I want to use this information to get ahead, I don't think it hits the same. I think you need to understand the root of why this stuff is successful, and you need to understand the root of like what you have to be this person. You can't be a bad person and apply these things.
Can I tell you what that book doesn't probably account for?
What?
Energy.
Yes, but I
Someone's
also think heart
energy
and heart.
Well, that's what someone's energy is their intention, their feeling,
Yes.
their actual vibes, their actual like spirit behind it, their aura.
Yeah. So I'll say some of the things. Be a good listener, be friendly, be respectful, be appreciative, avoid criticism, be selfless, remember names. They like say people's names.
It's funny.
Control your temper, avoid arguments, make people feel important.
It's funny for a book to say avoid criticism.
Yeah, that is wild. I mean, I don't agree with all of this, but this.
I mean, they're very basic things.
Very basic
they're
things.
Just like be good,
But
talk to
I
people,
remember
be nice.
like sociopathic, like hyper capitalists, like people that are like, I'm trying to fucking rule the world, make as much money as possible. Like this is what they're giving us in business school to be like, this will make you rich. This will make you, and I'm like, this is counterintuitive to what this is actually saying.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like
I
that's kind of
understand.
what
So
I
the
mean.
book is-
So when I never read the book, I just know like I would always go back to this list because the first time I saw this list, I was like, this doesn't make sense to teach a bunch of people who are trying to like fuck people over and like make as much money as possible, who are like greedy and hungry and capitalistic, like grind culture people,
Yeah.
to then tell them to be a good listener, be friendly, be respectful, be appreciative, be selfless. It's like it's like, all right, you're just creating a sociopath basically.
Well, yeah, you're creating
to like manipulate people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just very off put by that, and it's always stuck in my head since I first got that. And that's where I fear with this AI is like people, like, because having a good heart makes you like open up to people, but you have to stand by that. Like if you're fake, so like that's my whole issue, I guess, with the AI. to tie it all back is like, if you don't live by these things and you're just using it as like some fake thing to get ahead, to manipulate women on dating apps, to manipulate how the people at your job view you, to whatever, it's like, you're a sociopath.
Or
like using kindness to manipulate people is like something that makes me so mad, and I'm seeing it now almost with the AI, and it just like fucking drives me crazy. That's what I mean, steal my moves. Like, all right, like whatever. I was
just making fun of it. I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah, no. I want to explain it.
Okay, I was not trying to upset that. So I was just trying to be silly. I think that people that are probably using it are insecure, Robbie.
I guess.
And I think that there's better ways to, rather than look for the quick fix, we shouldn't be providing people with quick fixes. We should be providing them with like helping them become better, rather than just like
find the root of this
painting
issue.
Putting lipstick on the pig, as they say, is like the thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm hoping it's not sociopaths. I'm hoping it's people that are insecure and they're like, oh, this might help me.
Yeah.
And that
I guess, but that's what I always,
because I think just percentage wise, there's not that many sociopaths that will be interacting with in the world, you know?
Just people that are like, I want to get ahead in my job, so I'm reading self-help books, and the self-help books are like, be a better person. It's like, sometimes being a better person isn't always being the best at your job. So it's like, that's what you need to understand. And it's like, people that are using this shit to like do bad things and get ahead, it makes me pissed.
I also hope that some people read those books and then do become
a better person. They change that person. They become that person.
Yes.
Which to me is like, how are you not just like
here's the thing,
programmed
Robbie,
that way? How are you not programmed? Be respectful. Listen.
Because some people aren't.
Pay attention to somebody.
Some people aren't taught because their parents didn't teach them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
We can't be friendly. Yeah.
People don't. Everyone grew up differently. Everyone had different opportunities. Like,
I guess you're right.
Like, say, how did you not get programmed like that? Some people's lives are very hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they had to learn these things growing up.
Yeah.
Some people have social issues.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't know how to interact with people because they're on the spectrum in some ways, you know? So
I hope that's the root, though. Like they understand the root and not just the end advice, because it could all come back to like one thing: empathy, care about the people around you. Like,
and I do think that some people need to be taught that.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't think AI is good. I'm just speaking to what you're saying
for sure.
With sociopaths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have to hope that people are good.
Yes, we do hope people are good.
I
do hope people are good too.
And that's why I have to hope that these are like people insecure.
Yeah,
because that's where a lot of, I think, stuff comes from, insecurity.
Yeah. It was just very jarring, I guess, when it was like, this is the best business book, and like a lot of business is like taking advantage of people, and then it's like this advice didn't line up of what I thought like the most successful business self-help book would be. It's like, oh, show empathy. It's like it was very jarring to me when I first discovered all of this. And I've referenced it a lot throughout my life. That's why I said the first time, but I've never actually read the book because I'm like, this doesn't seem like a book I need to read. I mean, it doesn't seem like a book I need to necessarily read given the Spark Notes. I don't need to learn why each of those things would make you a better person.
I'm not gonna read it.
No, for sure. You don't have to. I think you get all of that.
I'm not gonna read it.
I think you understand.
Was raised by teachers who,
yes.
My dad has a PhD in psychology.
Yes.
I'm lucky.
You don't need to be taught those things.
No, I don't need to be taught those things.
Yeah.
I do need a fucking pimple patch for my nose.
Yeah, you do have a pimple patch.
I need one.
Oh. He had one before.
I had one before.
Yeah.
Like a king.
Yes.
Anyways, it is that is frustrating, but we have to also enjoy what is good, and that's the Halloween season.
Yeah.
Fucking 4 seasons deep into the Gilmore Girls.
Nice.
I have 15 minutes. I'll watch it.
Oh wow.
I'm like I love
Have you ever watched it all the way through from beginning to end?
I had the DVDs as a child.
Oh wow.
My sisters loved it, and I watched it. And I've had dudes come over here working, and they would come in. I'd slam my laptop shut.
Okay.
I'd slam it shut when they come in, these construction workers that are fixing my apartment. And then I was sitting there, and I go, what am I doing? I'm a man that loves Gilmore Girls, and I'm trying to pretend I'm not. These men coming to do construction on my apartment need to know who they're doing construction for. Someone that's going to get comfy with the work that they did.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to really enjoy the work. I don't want to know how you did it. I just want it to be done right so I could cozy up even more.
That's amazing.
So I was blasted. I was just playing the Gilmore Girls song on the spot on my Google Home.
Oh, wow. Throughout the apartment.
Yep.
That's nice.
And so,
is it always in the fall? Every
No.
season you revisit the fall?
no.
What makes it a fall show?
It's in a small town in Connecticut, and it's very much like that bundled up leaf energy.
Okay.
So I think just that region is known for the fall.
Yes.
So a lot of it is like fall energy. She goes to school. She goes to one of the scariest schools ever. Actually, I'm not gonna say for spoilers.
Okay.
Just don't want to
Yes.
spoil it for anyone. Anyways, so I've been thinking a lot about Halloween stuff and things like that, and of course my algo knows me.
Okay.
My algorithm knows who I am better than I do sometimes.
Okay.
Because what am I getting? DIY Halloween decorations.
That's nice.
Not enough credit, not enough love is given to people that do DIY Halloween decorations. The way that these people are able to turn $10 worth of plastic pumpkins into an archway into their home is revolutionary.
Yes.
These DIY Halloween decorators are truly the engineers of our time.
Yes.
They are truly, I want them building our bridges. I saw a woman take $7, go to Dollar General, get chicken wire, and she had rotating, dancing ghosts on her front lawn that were illuminated for $7. And now you're telling me if she was in NASA, she couldn't get me to the fucking moon?
I mean, if given the right resources.
This woman is a better engineer than Tesla.
Okay, I don't know.
This
You took engineering. It's very hard.
I couldn't make a chicken wire dance.
That's true.
These people are able to look at something and beautiful mind it
Yes.
into decorations.
I do think one of the positives from the internet age and the internet era from the beginning was short form DIY videos. They have consistently been great. It was the tasty videos. It was a lot of like homemade projects. And it's like, they're always impressive. I always will watch them. And they are actually deserving of our time. It's a genre that the internet has created that I do think is honestly excellent.
For good.
Yes.
We
do need to celebrate the good that comes out of all this nonsense slop that we have. And DIY videos that you learn that you're like, I couldn't even conceive that the human can do this inside their home.
And they crush, bro.
Yes.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They'll be like, don't throw away those pool noodles this summer. Take them inside, spray paint them, make giant candelabras.
100%.
I'm like, what is happening here?
I mean, this is Target. The big retail doesn't want you to see this. They want you to just go in and buy some stupid little decoration. They don't want you to DIY.
No.
They don't want you to use things you were going to throw out to make better decorations than they could ever even imagine.
These people, I saw someone that was literally able to make a breathable grave on their lawn.
I mean, that's incredible.
It's truly.
Yes.
They went to Home Goods, spent $14, and they had a breathable thing on their lawn.
This is incredible. I hope it spills over into the holiday season for Christmas too.
It does.
Yes.
It has to. These DIYers are literally... I want a movie made about DIYers where they're able to look at things and we're able to see in their minds, like, you know how in Spider-Man everything like slowed down?
Yeah,
and we're able
yeah.
to see like him grabbing the plates
Yes,
slow,
yes.
or like they go into like superhero mode or a beautiful mind mode. I want that with DIYers.
Yeah, yeah.
I want them to walk in a room and like Sherlock Holmes see a toothpick, see a paperclip, and then see an old broken fan.
Yes.
And they'll be like, it's there. I'll make a windmill for Don Quixote. I'm like, what is happening?
It's amazing. It really, truly is amazing. And they are uniquely talented. And it makes me happy that they are actually getting some love.
And I want to say this.
What?
The next person I date is going to be a DIY.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because they could see potential.
Yeah.
No one could see potential more than a DIYer.
Yeah, they have a vision. They can see things that we can't.
You tell me that you practice positivity, that you try to see the world for as good as it could be. You are not even close to a DIYer.
Yeah.
A DIYer could look at a trash can and they could see a holiday Christmas village.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Who should we... I'm not looking at Buddha. I'm not looking at the Dalai Lama.
Okay.
I'm looking at DIYers to show me how I should view the world.
The best in the business. Yeah.
Who needs Ram Dass
Yeah.
when I got a DIYer on my TikTok that could tell me how to take paper towels and turn them into ghosts
Yeah.
that float in my ceiling?
Yeah, I was always bad at arts and crafts. That was my worst subject as a child. And my worst
what
subject.
a subject it was.
Arts
and crafts.
It was a subject
It-
for the first 5 years of schooling.
I don't think I had that subject.
You didn't have arts and crafts?
I think we did it. I don't think we got a grade on it.
Oh, really? We got graded on it.
You got graded on arts and
Art.
crafts.
Yeah, art was a grade.
Arts.
Yeah.
Well,
But it was
yes.
arts and crafts.
In Staten Island, we did not diminish it by calling it arts and crafts. We called it art.
We called it art too, but it was arts and crafts.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you make a paper mache fish. You make, that was art.
And we should actually start calling DIYers arts rather than arts and crafts. It's
Yeah.
actually diminishing that we call it crafts.
You think crafts is a diminishing word? Why does it have to be a negative word?
People look down. I think it's just the way society has pushed it.
Really? Crafts is a negative word.
If someone goes, I'm going to spend my day crafting.
Well, this is another thing that
Think,
we could get into is
I'm
sorority women are some of the best crafters in the world. Crafting is like a skill that sororities they recruit for. If you're a good crafter, you will get into a good sorority.
If you know how to play with styrofoam,
Yes. Especially my school, there was a lot of art competitions or crafting competitions throughout the year.
yeah.
So the best crafters were getting recruited. And it was very interesting. I never even realized how practical
Teachers are great crafters.
they
too.
are. Incredible. Yes,
Incredible
for the most
crafters.
part. They have to be DIY.
don't
Everything
have a
is
budget.
DIY because they don't have a budget.
They don't have a budget.
Yeah.
So literally, early childhood educators have to become crafters.
Yes.
Because they don't have a budget.
Now they don't have an option.
They have pieces of paper.
Yeah.
And somehow their classroom is decorated better than the freaking Louvre.
Yeah. Yeah. They're incredible.
Truly.
Yeah.
If I gave a preschool teacher a piece of paper, I would feel comfortable flying in that as a plane.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
They could for sure make a plane out of that piece of paper.
So I think we need to give flowers where flowers are due, and these
I agree.
DIYers are truly incredible, and they're killing it.
Nice. And they're inspiring you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm scared to be a DIYer.
I agree. I don't
have the
view
skills.
that. I don't view that and be like, that's something I could do. It's just almost the same as me watching a video of LeBron James.
1,000%.
That's oh wow,
it's
that's crazy that people could do that.
it's an athlete. It's Olympic. It's
it's a
Olympic
skill.
level.
Yeah, we need to acknowledge it for what it is. It's not something you can just do overnight.
I mean, they should be giving out the Etsy Awards. There
Yeah.
should be an Etsy Award.
There is. That's a great point. There should be an Etsy Awards.
It should be like, who created the best vision board?
Yeah. No, that's not
Like,
even
I'm
joking around.
Like, where are the Etsys?
Like $0 to $50 range, 50 to 500, 500 to 1,000, or you
Tiers.
segment the awards.
micro,
Yeah.
micro, macro, and ultimate budgets.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is what we're going to do by going. I say we're going to go to Target and see who could get the best stuff for a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're not even creating something.
well, maybe we do.
Maybe we just challenge ourselves to DIY.
Maybe we challenge
I think
ourselves
that would
to
be
do a
actually
DIY.
better
Do
because
a
that would be
DIY.
more personality.
Yes, we both should. That should be it. We shouldn't spend $50 each to see who could get the best decorations. We should both have a money limit and see who's could do a better DIY.
Can I phone a friend?
No,
Can you phone? What if we both phone a friend?
absolutely not.
Well, I know some great craft DIY.
If you phone a friend, I'll be furious.
okay, I'm bad.
You think you know a good one?
I'm bad?
I know one that will literally tear you apart.
Your mother?
My mother.
Your mother's the queen.
My mother.
Yeah, your
My-
mother's your
My
mother's
mother
the queen.
would destroy
Anyone?
DIY.
You think she's the goat?
Think she's a
I think, yeah. I mean, I've seen your house for Christmas.
Are you kidding? My mother?
She knows how to use everything, incorporate everything.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
So let's not use that
All right.
because I can't.
You have the ultimate trump card.
Because if you want to play dirty,
Okay.
I'll play extra dirty.
I believe it. I believe it.
And because she did DIY Halloween costumes. We didn't buy costumes. She made them.
Yeah, that is like a lot of people do that, and I think some people view getting the costume from the store as cheating.
It's not.
You don't think so?
No. We
Okay.
can't. If someone dresses up, we can't consider them cheating.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
It's so hard to dress up for Halloween.
Yeah.
If they go to the store, they got a costume. That's not cheating.
Yeah.
Good for you. Anyways, the costume stuff.
Yes.
Everyone does a couple's costume.
Yes.
Everyone does a group costume with their friends. I want to introduce this new idea.
Okay.
We should be doing enemy costumes.
Okay.
You find out what the person that you hate at work is wearing as a costume, and you go as that person's enemy.
Yeah.
Right? So if they're going as, say, Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
You go as
Full on Green Goblin.
the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So then all day on Halloween, you could not pretend to be nice, but you could actively hate them.
Yeah.
You could walk around actively having your emotion. Get away from me, Spider-Man, before I destroy your world. You know how good that's going to feel?
That would be very funny.
Because people in relationships, they go as like romantic costumes and then like, oh, we're kissing. You get to be in love and kiss each other all year long.
Yeah, lean into the
I have to
the
push
rival.
down my feelings for how I hate you.
Yeah.
Right? So for Halloween, we should be like, hey, we don't get along in the office. How about we do an enemy's costume?
Yeah.
How about we do two people that hate
I
each
think
other?
it works with like a frenemy or a work rival.
A Yankee and a Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
You know?
If you genuinely hate the person, it's a little too fun, I would say. But like you got a frenemy, what better not to do a rival costume?
Do a rival costume.
It would be so fun to be Plankton to someone's SpongeBob. Plankton is
And you know
such a
what's-
fun character to me.
It would be even more fun
What?
if there was a little truth behind it.
Yeah, of course, exactly.
It would
exactly.
Because here's the thing, I don't want you to use your acting skills. I want you to feel. I want your Halloween treat
Yeah.
to be that you could finally feel openly how you feel about that.
Yeah,
person.
there's two people at your job. It's very well known that you're both going up for a promotion. Why don't you talk? Do a little frenemy costume.
Do a frenemy costume.
Or enemy, true
Do an
rivals.
There's so many rivals that
But
we could be.
lean into the unspoken thing in the office that, yeah, they're both going up for a promotion and there is a rivalry happening right now. It would be funny to get an enemy costume.
And here's the thing also. Maybe you just go up to the enemy and you find out through the grapevine who they're gonna be,
And you don't even
bring it up, and you just show up as their enemy.
That's funny.
And so then
that's hilarious.
Then you walk. Then the day of
their jaw will be dropped because people don't know how to handle confrontation, and that's just such a fun display of confrontation that it's hard to get too mad. You're also in costume, and it just would be very fun.
Someone walks in and they're Dorothy and you're the Wicked Witch.
Yes.
And you go, and you point at them,
Yeah, you
and
steal
you two
Toto.
and you grab the excellent. You grab the Toto, you run away, and you just start circling around them, and it's like the longest conversation you ever had because you can't stand this person. You tell me that's not a fun Thursday.
It's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You got to do enemy costumes.
And people at the office, I think, will be like, that person's crazy, but they have to laugh. Sometimes if you speak truth to what's happening in the office, people will get annoyed and you might get a little reprimand. But if it's very true and very funny, they can't do too much.
You could also do it with a friend group or,
Yeah. But if it's known in a friend group that two people butt heads a
father-in-law.
lot. Yeah. 100%.
That's fun.
Like someone you have to see and maintain a relationship, but it's like, let's lean into this a little bit. It would make everybody else A, at ease that we call attention to it, and B, laugh.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's fun to think about Halloween stuff. Halloween stuff is some of the most fun times to think about.
Yeah, it's play pretend.
It's play pretend.
Like full on pretend. And you can do it's all wide open. Christmas is a little more limiting in what we play pretend.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of pretend around Christmas.
There's more.
But Halloween, it's wide open.
Pretend in Christmas is more like lying to kids and pretending that you love people that you might not love.
Yes.
Halloween, you get to pretend in a more fun, silly way. And also, it's a great time. Like, I have a fall Halloween playlist going on right now.
Oh, nice.
So I have two different ones because I believe they should be different. Like fall, I get like some Carole King, some Season of the Sticks. You know what I mean?
Okay, nice.
I get some vibes. But Halloween, I got a Halloween playlist that I'm starting to make.
Okay,
Right?
all right.
I got great songs on there.
Okay.
Monster Mash.
Nice.
I have Thriller, of course. And I was thinking about this then. What do you think, just so I know for my playlist, right? What do you think is not a Halloween song, but its content is scary enough that we could play it at Halloween? What song do you think fits in that category? What song can we be like, oh, that song's actually terrifying, so I consider it a Halloween song? For me, it would be that song 500 Miles.
Okay.
Well, I would walk 500 miles. I'm like, calm down, you psycho. What do you mean? Take an Uber, babes.
Yeah, like, hey there, Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but tonight you look so pretty. This was 2003.
Terrifying song.
Pre-iPhone.
Pre-iPhone,
How
Hey
do you
There,
know I
Delilah.
look so pretty in New York City?
It's a scary
I'm
song.
1,000 miles away. Yeah.
Yeah, that for me is a horror song.
You wouldn't like that.
Time's quick and time. What's that line? Time's quick and shine as bright as you.
Yeah,
Times Square can't shine as bright as you.
I swear it's true. Yeah.
Oh, it's what you do to me.
Yeah.
What are you, a
1,000
monster?
miles away. Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what else songs?
You don't want to be reached upon in that way.
No, those are Those are Halloween songs.
That is creepy. That is creepy. And especially back then, it was way creepier because we didn't have FaceTime.
Don't walk 500 miles from me,
No,
right?
take a plane.
Just call me.
Take a bus.
Take a bus. I'll
Yeah.
get you the Greyhound, babes.
Yeah.
Let's Peter Pan it over here, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need you to Forrest Gump your ass over to me because you love me so much.
That's a little Liam Neeson taken.
Yeah.
I would
right?
walk 500 miles.
These are scary songs.
Yeah, there's some scary songs.
And also, so a lot of these are scary about like them to you, right? So that like they're the scary person.
Yeah.
But you could also be the scary. You could also
Yeah.
make a sort of song that I'm scared about.
Yeah, some songs make you have to reflect upon a part of yourself that it's scary.
And then you go, I'm the monster.
Yeah.
Some songs they're the evil one, and that's ooh.
Yes.
I should have bought you flowers. Should have held your hands. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh God, that's so terrifying. I've
Yeah.
let love slip through my fingers. What's scarier than that?
What's scarier than letting love slip through your fingers?
How is that not a Halloween song?
Yeah, and it's just like that woman with her new boyfriend in their couple's costume.
If I had a chance.
dance,
Yeah, right.
on Halloween, and they're
Oh,
all
God.
happy, plug and whatever socket.
That's just them. That's love slipping through your fingers is scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
Two of my bitches in the club, and I think they know about each other.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're
That's
telling me that's not a fucking Halloween song?
that's scary. Yeah, there's a lot of scary songs
That's
out there.
terrifying. And you're the bad guy, but it's still scary.
Yeah, that is. You
That's
don't want
a
to be.
scary one.
Sometimes you don't. You're not always in the club, and you're only in the club one night, and you invite both your bitches.
Oh yeah.
So I don't do
terrifying.
this every night. I gotta get all my bitches in the club the same
I'm
night.
paranoid. I'm sipping.
Yeah.
Right? You're telling me Paranoid's not a Halloween song?
Yeah. Yeah, there are some scary songs out there.
Yeah. I love. Who sings Paranoid?
I don't know.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla
I like
$ign.
Tyler Dolla $ign.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of R&B across the board.
Me too. I always loved R&B.
R&B's tremendous.
Yes.
Tremendous. I love R&B, but no one's better than the GOAT.
Usher.
T Pain.
T Pain. I mean, I do love T Pain.
T Pain. Well,
Rapper turned singer.
I will say this: T Pain has created a second career, where he sings live now,
Yes.
right? Which is tremendous.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, he had a great voice.
I think the real ones knew he always had a good voice.
But T Pain is the epitome of I'll give you a little something and show up even better.
Yes. Oh yeah, exactly. What we were talking about.
He's the epitome of what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
But he doesn't need to use the AI to make him better.
He did that, and then he showed up, and he's even better.
He's even better.
Yes.
Yeah, he did use AI.
He did. Well, he used auto-tune, whatever. He used the robots
Yes, he used
to enhance, or I wouldn't even say enhance, alter.
alter.
That's what I don't think people realized.
It was
Is that it was
obvious.
more of an alter than an enhance.
Because it was obvious
Yes.
that he altered. He didn't try to just make himself hit the pitches right.
Yes.
But he showed up. But I do have a beef with T Pain right now.
You have a beef with T Pain.
Yeah.
That's okay.
T Pain now.
I'm a huge T Pain fan.
Huge T Pain fan. Well, here's
Always
the thing.
have been.
T Pain now has a new meal that just came out with Checkers.
Okay.
T Pain has a new sandwich at Checkers. And you'll never believe this. I go to buy the T Pain sandwich. It doesn't come with a drink.
No drink?
T Pain, after all the shit you talked, bro. After all the shit you
I'm
talked.
gonna buy you a drink.
You couldn't buy me a drink with the new Checkers T Pain sandwich?
We gotta make it a combo, T Pain.
That I had to. No, you pay for the combo.
Oh, okay.
So you could make it a combo, but you pay for it.
All right. We need to
T-Pain.
include it all in.
T Pain, why are you doing why are you creating a fast food meal if you're not gonna buy me a drink? T-Pain, if you're not buying me my Diet Coke,
Yeah.
I don't want the T-Pain sandwich, because here's the thing. You're not known for your quality burger.
No.
You're known for buying me your drink. So when I pulled up to the second window at Checkers,
You assumed.
I didn't even order a drink.
You didn't order a drink. You go, all right, I'll get the Diet Coke.
I go, I'll take the T-Pain sandwich. Great. And I just pulled up. And when I got to the second window, I go, oh, yeah, and I'll take the Diet Coke. They go, what? I go, well, T-Pain's buying me a drink, right?
Yeah, right.
And they said, no.
That's his whole thing.
And there I am. I'm stuck with my sandwich. The auto... there I am. I'm stuck with my sandwich. The auto tuna. No, that's so bad. Maybe we keep all this in so everyone knows how bad I am.
Let's see if he can deliver this
Oh,
joke.
God. Hold on, I got this joke. Okay, and there I am.
I will say this before the show.
Wait.
You told me this joke, and
And
I thought it was the real sandwich, so he sold it enough.
I know, now I can't do it. Here's the thing. I pull up to the second window.
All right, you pull up to the second window, and you ask for the drink.
I
No
asked for the
drink.
And I go, T-Pain's not going to buy me a drink. And then
Okay.
I'm just left.
You're stuck there with
I'm stuck, and I reach, look into my hands, and
just
there
you
I am.
and the...
Stop! You don't throw me. You're mouthing the words to me like
I
a
didn't
stage
say...
mouth.
I did not say auto tuna. I have not...
No, you ruined the
I haven't...
joke. Okay.
I haven't lipped the words to you. I'm
Okay.
just helping you reach it naturally.
And then I get my T-Pain sandwich. It's the auto tuna melt.
Auto tuna melt.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Should I do my other joke that's even worse?
So you're looking at the auto tuna melt, and what are you thinking?
And remember when you said you thought I could write for late night? I'm looking at the auto tuna melts from T-Pain Checkers.
Okay.
Rally if we're in the South.
No drink.
No drink. I go,
Okay.
T-Pain, you couldn't buy me a drink. You couldn't buy me a drink. I'm looking at the auto tuna melts, and I go, wow, I didn't realize T-Pain was short for intestinal pain.
Intestinal pain.
Intestinal pain. I love when we're just short for a middle letter.
You just choose any letter in the word, as long as it's there once. I didn't know that either.
That's my beef with my beef with T-Pain is his new burger.
Okay.
My beef with him is his literal beef.
Not a burger. It's a
It's
tuna
auto
melt.
tuna melts.
Well,
Fuck, I hope my manager doesn't listen to this.
we gotta
my,
try.
My agent, if he hears this, like, they're dropping me instantly.
Okay.
They're gonna go, I can't believe we ever thought he was funny.
He's interesting. That's your job. It's to be interesting,
Oh, God.
not to be funny.
Anyways, so maybe I should go back to talking about how hard it is being fat.
No. I want to say before we leave, I'm all decked out. Today's NBA Media Day, which is very exciting for me.
You are such a good student of the world.
Yeah, I dress up for the themes. You like themes.
I wore this because it's fall.
Yeah, we both like to
I didn't. That wasn't a negative. I said you're such a good student of the world.
We dress towards themes. So
I was away with my friends on tour for Valentine's Day one year, and I got in the elevator, and they go, "Are you wearing a red shirt because it's Valentine's Day?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah. I think that's very normal.
To be like, I'll wear my red shirt on Valentine's Day. Yeah, me too.
I mean, maybe we liked school. I don't know. Like school is
who
part
knows?
of the thing. I don't know.
But
do.
I'm wearing greens and reds,
Yeah.
and it's autumn.
Yeah, you feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Go ahead.
So today's NBA Media Day. So I wore my excitement. I wanted to show excitement for the Lakers. There was huge news. Huge news hit New York City this weekend.
Okay, hit it.
I don't know if you saw the Knicks. So the Knicks traded
I
to
never saw any NBA.
You didn't see any NBA news all weekend?
Nah, bro. I'm watching the Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Like, I'm not lying.
It was lost on you that. All right. Wow. All right. So I'll inform you. So the Knicks traded to get 4 players that all played in college together, and they were calling them the Nova Knicks. Very good friends.
Of course, the Italiano.
The Italiano, Dante DiVincenzo, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and Josh Hart. 4 guys all played together, whatever. This weekend, they traded away this guy Julius Randle, who kind of built the Knicks were horrible for like 6-7 years. He came here, started this whole revolution, got them to the playoffs perennially, and has built this team. They trade away him, and they trade away Dante DiVincenzo, the Italiano. So obviously fans not super happy. Two fan favorites, I would
disrespect.
say. Okay, so the Italians are pissed.
New York.
The Italians are
I'll
pissed.
tell you this. Nobody better go to Bay Ridge. Nobody better be going to Staten Island this
All right,
this weekend.
I'm sure Staten Island's pissed, but in return they get
first Boar's Head. Now we don't have DiVincenzo.
Now you don't have DiVincenzo.
What are the Italians left with?
Well, they
being
got
dramatic and cheetah prints.
Yeah. They still have that. They can't take that away.
Saying that they love their mother while screaming at them.
The Knicks should do. This is another issue that I have with the NBA is that they haven't done good jerseys. But if the Knicks did a cheetah print jersey, it would go insane.
People would go nuts.
It would go insane, and people would like it. I think men would like it too.
And they do Carmelo Anthony.
If they did Carmelo Anthony in the cheetah print jersey, it would do crazy numbers.
People would go bananas.
Instead, they want to do like they do
and have
like,
it just say New York on the front, not even Knicks.
New York with the cheetah print Anthony on the back.
Oh, Anthony, that would sell through the roof.
100%.
You know how many women wear cheetah print that are married to Anthony's?
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Knicks, if you're watching this, we need the cheetah print jersey. The city edition. Can we make it cheetah print?
What are we doing?
Yes. An actual cheetah, not blue and orange cheetah.
Not blue and none of this fucking fugazi shit.
We want a legitimate cheetah jersey.
And I'll tell you this, half of the Italian American population in New York is married to Anthony.
Yes.
My father's name is Anthony.
Yeah, of course.
My father, my mom could rock this jersey.
And if they don't, it's in the name somewhere. Maybe a Michael Anthony. Like the name Anthony is in it somewhere.
I'll tell you that. That's a jersey you'll never lose.
What? Anthony 15?
An Anthony jersey.
Yeah, the Anthony.
Oh, shout out to all the Catholics out there.
Yeah. St. Anthony. But yeah, I think that's a fair trade. They traded away DiVincenzo. We need a Cheetah Print City Edition jersey alternative. But in return,
Knicks better do something good for the Italian.
Well, I'll say this:
they got back people.
They got back. I think one of the best, for sure, Dominican basketball player of all time. There's a heavy Dominican population in New York City.
Shout out the Heights. I live
there. Of course.
Incredible.
Yes.
I loved living in the Heights.
Yeah,
it felt like a real fucking neighborhood.
Yes. So that I think is fun, and so Karl Anthony Towns, close to my heart. I'm a big fan of. I've been a fan of Cat since he was in high school. He played at like one of the rival high schools to my high school. So he was in my Sayreville High School's gym.
So he's from New Jersey.
He's from Middlesex County in my specific division. White division, Middlesex County. There's maybe 6 schools in that division, 8 schools, and that he played in that division. And it was like a satellite school.
Okay.
All boys Catholic school.
Okay.
He played there. So I've known about him since he's a freshman in high school. And there's all this stuff going on the internet. Cat's coming home. His dad tried out for the Knicks. They settle in New Jersey.
Ooh.
And it's all Cat's coming home, Cat's coming home, Cat's coming home. He's from Piscataway, 20 minutes further outside the city from where I'm from.
So
this is the whole thing.
This is a
New
disrespect.
Jersey. You think it's disrespect?
This is absolute
I'm using
disrespect for New York.
As proof. We got the New York Giants, who are 20, 30 minutes outside of New York. We got Cat coming home. There's a part of New Jersey that gets associated with home when it comes to New York City. Rutgers, they associate with New York a little bit.
I never thought of Rutgers as New York.
Well, that's how they sell it.
Who's thinking of Rutgers as you know who
Rutgers,
they're selling that
Rutgers.
to? Jersey Fools.
No, they're selling it to recruits.
They're selling it to the guys that do the eat clean bros, and they got some pesticides in that shit, and so now they got their heads are all cuckoo caca.
They're selling it. I guess this is what I'm saying. Cat's coming home. That's what they're saying. He's from Piscataway, New Jersey.
People hit that Jersey Turnpike a little too hard. Okay,
they sometimes do.
That's not home.
Okay,
I cannot
think maybe
say
his family is maybe from the city, which is also something that I have. This. But I'm just wondering if he's coming home. To me, I would view, if I left and lived in Minnesota for 10 years, I would view this as coming home, coming back to New York.
Well, you're going back to your family, but he's going back to New Jersey.
No, he's coming back to, he's going to, I guess, live in the city. Yeah. I don't know where the Knicks players live.
He'll live in the city.
Yeah, I would imagine he'll live in the city.
He's not going to live at home. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a schlep.
Yeah.
He lives in a place where people go, I don't drive to the city.
Yeah.
I don't take the bus to the city. I don't go there.
Some people do. Some people don't.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you also grew up in a place where people do that.
Not as many.
Yeah. Similar.
My dad commuted to the city.
Your dad, so did mine.
My mom commuted to the city when I was a teenager.
Okay.
I commuted to the city.
Yeah, for sure. I commuted to the city also.
I'll tell you this, the bus was full. When I would take the express bus, it was full.
Yeah, I took the bus home Saturday, and I couldn't get on the bus. It was full. When I was on the phone with you, I'm like, I got to get on the bus. Full bus. I had to wait for the next bus.
I don't know. I can't even believe I'm having that. You're trying to have this argument with me.
I'm just saying, Cat's coming home. This is what the whole news has been all weekend.
This is disgusting.
And it was interesting to me.
I can't believe the Knicks. I'm not. The Knicks are disgraciad.
They are? No.
They're being disgraciad right now because they got rid of my boy DiVincenzo, literally hurting a full borough of people. An entire borough they ruined.
From a basketball standpoint, I think the Knicks got better, and I'm excited for the Knicks. Good. And I'm excited for Cat. His dad tried out for the Knicks, and he was like, I played basketball because I wanted to. He grew up a Knicks fan.
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
I don't really care.
You don't care.
I just care that people consider New Jersey, New York.
Yeah. Are you excited for the Knicks? The Knicks are going to be. This is the best they'll be going into a season.
I watched some of the playoffs. Remember?
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Yeah, I don't really.
When New York sports are good, it is nice in New York.
Yeah.
We're about to have the Mets are going to figure out today if they're going to make the playoffs, but the Yankees and Mets might both be in the playoffs. They're going to figure it out? They had to play a doubleheader today, and if they won one of the games, it's the last day of the season. The season ended Sunday, and because of the hurricane, they had to do this doubleheader, and they're basically playing to see if they're going to get into the playoffs.
That's the phrase. Just saying they're going to figure it out. That's almost like them in a room being like, hey, Mets, get in here, Mets. What do you think?
Wow, it's bottom of the ninth as we speak. Okay. They just scored 2 runs. They just won. They
no
just won.
Some
people care. They just
won.
This
is not a live podcast,
The
Robbie.
Mets will be in the playoffs live. It literally just happened.
Okay, there we go.
They scored 2 runs in the 9th inning to secure a playoff spot. So the Mets and Yankees will be in the playoffs. New York basketball is good again, which is fun. Yeah, the vibes are good. The Giants and Jets this weekend, neither team scored a touchdown. They both played home games.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. So the football's not good. But it is exciting. I think you're going to feel it over the next few months.
We'll see.
The Knicks being good.
We'll see what happens.
You'll feel it around the city.
We'll see. All right. Well, now enough sports talk.
All right, we'll go back to his witches. We're gonna go do spells.
I'll tell you this.
I
lose power every time. I lose power every time you bring up sports.
Okay.
So we got to go do some witchcraft.
All right, let's do it.
So let's go get powerful. Go check out the Patreon. We're hopping over there now. All right, Robbie, hit the music.